as a data point that some of your listeners might be interested in, we know that there's always research being done. So we use this word they. They did a study. And who is they? Well, it's universities, it's different people. You got to trust your sources. But the data that you can all go online and look at is that 65% of Americans will pick the middle option if you give them three options. You think about when you drive through the drive-through at any of the fast food chains, and I love this little move they do. Would you like to make that medium or large? Now, it sounds like two options,
right?
But small's an option. But if you don't tell them anything, you're going to get medium. So if you want
absolutely
small,
true.
You have to ask for small.
That's great.
But they don't give you that option verbally. They say, would you like that medium or large? And so 65% take the medium. Since COVID, we've been thrust into this thing that I'm sure this is very controversial, but this whole tipping thing. We never used to have to tip at Chipotle or Zaxby's, these fast casual places. Tipping, the word tip stands for to ensure prompt service. That's what TIPS stands for.
I did not know that.
To ensure prompt service. So if I'm going through the Zaxby's drive-through, if I'm just walking up to the counter and grabbing my to-go bag, there's an argument to be made, why should I have to tip? But now they've gotten in this thing. All the mall stores do it. They spin that screen round.
Right.
15, 18, 21.
Getting a cup of coffee.
They
flip the iPad around and they want, and the only options are 10%, 12%, 15%, whatever.
That's right. And 65% of people just will hit the middle option. And so, I tell my guys, well, I'm not good at sales. I'm not asking you to be a salesperson. I'm asking you to be an option giver. Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know if they can afford it. It's not your job to decide whether they can afford it or to make the decision for them. Right. So this is another one of those that I start calling them Mickeyisms, but I didn't invent it. I certainly stole it. Some will, some won't. So what? We give options and we let the customer decide. And we lean on the data that we know that 65% of people will pick middle options. So in your example, you won that account because you acted professionally. You provided service beyond expectations. You did. They wanted their house pressure washed regardless of who did it. That was the result they were looking for. But you gave them something beyond that. And I love that story. And that's really where we all should be if we're trying to scale and grow home service companies.